Hi students, this is AJ sir. Let's study English language chapter Prepositions. This topic sounds to be very easy, but it is a very vast ocean. When it is asked for fill in the blanks, often students are confused about which preposition to use where, which is understandable if English is not your first language. For example, if a sentence has in spite or despite, now notice that we can make a sentence in spite of working hard, he failed. But instead, if we use despite, it would be despite working hard, he failed. So, why isn't it despite of? On the other hand, with in spite, we do use of, and that too single F, not double F. So when do we use of with double F? Well, there are various rules we can learn which will help us to recognize the correct prepositions. Here are some tricks which you can keep in mind, and the more sentences you will study, the more practice you will do, the better you will get at understanding this chapter. First of all, when do we use at, in, and on? Of course, we're going to study with the help of sentences, examples. The train arrived at 10:15 a.m. Even for festivals, we use at, like at Christmas, at the weekend, in the 20th century, in the next few days, in the afternoon, in the morning. But for particular days and dates, we use on. We played cricket on Sunday. The battle was fought on 6th October. The difference between the prepositions in, within, and before. He will return in a week. That means at the end of the week. He will return within a week, which means before the week ends. And he will return before the 15th of March. So we are specifying a deadline before which he will return. In fill in the blanks, we can use any of these answers. Multiple answers are possible. But we should always know the meaning behind using a particular preposition, because this is not just about the grammar questions, but our day-to-day spoken and written English should have correct prepositions being used. What's the difference between these sentences? They returned after a month and they will return in a month. It means that after the month is over, the people will arrive. And the second sentence meant that before the month was over. Now, a very common confusion is between from, for, since. I stayed in Mumbai dash a month. Since a month? No, for a month. So for is used for a time duration, a time period. Since is used from a particular point in time. I have stayed in Mumbai since 1999. So 1999 is a particular point in time, so we use since. I have studied with her dash the last 5 years. For the last 5 years or since the last 5 years? For the last 5 years, it's a time period. I joined the school 9 years dash. 9 years ago. Till and until have the same meaning. Though, although, among, amongst. So we can use them interchangeably, no difference there. I'll be working in the office till next June. I get up by 6 o'clock, which means you may get up before 6 o'clock as well. But if you use I get up at 6 o'clock, means sharp at 6 o'clock you get up. In exam you can write either answer, it's valid, but understand the difference in the meaning of these prepositions. Again, we lived in this town dash 8 years. for 8 years. In and at. Well, we use in when we're talking about a larger area, a big area. And we use at when we talk about a comparatively smaller area. He lives at Udupi in Karnataka. So Karnataka is a larger area here. I live at Churni Road in Mumbai. The manager is working at his table or at his desk. We saw a good film at the Sheila Theatre. Next, when to use in and when to use into. In denotes rest. You are stationary. The object is stationary. Into means motion. So they are in the room, but he went into the house. So there was motion. He jumped into the river, not in the river, because there was motion. They are sitting on the floor, rest. The cat sprang upon the table, motion. Between is usually used when it's between two people. And if there are more than two people, we use among or amongst. Divide the bananas between the two children. Divide the bananas among all the children. Now, beside means by the side. And besides means apart from this. They sat beside him. And besides advising me, apart from advising me, she helped me with money. Now, above and over, what's the difference? Usually, above is used when there is some space between the two objects. For example, the aeroplane flew above the clouds. And over is used when there is hardly any space. For example, the tablecloth was laid over the table, touching the table. So that's the difference between the two. So now quiz time. I'm going to ask you questions, fill in the blanks, you guess the answer. Let's see how many you get right. Ready? He held his breath dash 5 minutes. 4. I'm not going to wait for many seconds, so if you wish to think, you may pause. He's been sitting in the waiting room dash 3 o'clock. Since 3 o'clock. Jia is standing dash the car. By the car, next to the car, beside the car, all are correct. The bag is dash the table. Under the table. On the table is also fine. The plane is dash the cloud. Below the cloud. So, below is used when it is lower than something, but still above ground. And under is used when something is on the ground and it is covered by something else. Put a jacket dash your shirt. Over your shirt. Climb dash the wall. Climb over the wall because you're overcoming an obstacle here. Walk dash the bridge. Across the bridge. The burglar got in dash the window. Through the window. I will be going dash Jaipur. To Jaipur. My mother goes dash bed at 10. To. Shall we go dash the classroom? Into the classroom. Motion. Go 5 steps dash the house. Towards the house. Trees were planted dash the sides of the road. Along. Next, there are some prepositional phrases. We will get the hotel keys when we check dash. Check in. We have to check dash of the hotel before 11 a.m. Check out of the hotel. If everyone chips dash, we can collect enough money. If everyone chips in, that is contributes, helps. I dropped dash of engineering college. I dropped out, that is quit. My old shoes are falling dash. Falling apart means breaking into pieces. Write faster than that if you want to catch dash with what the teacher is dictating. Catch up. Not ketchup, that's tomato sauce. I need to figure dash how to fit the desk. Figure out. I always fill the water jug dash when it is empty. Up. We worked so hard this year that we had to get a dash for a week. Get away. My little sister gave the surprise party dash by accident. Away. Yeah. Gave away means ruined the secret. My math homework was too difficult, so I gave dash. I gave up. We are going dash the best debating team in the city. Going against, that is competing against. So the more you read, the more confident you will be.
Hi students, if you found this video useful, press the like button. Also, to enroll for my online lectures or online test series, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.